It's an assignment. So if you go back to the
From 6 in the morning to 11:30 at night, senior Harmonie Westbrook has a lot on her plate.
the document.
Okay.
Click on the document.
Every week, Harmonie balances school with wrestling and boxing practices and meets and her part-time job at the family paintball business.
Harmonie gives her all regardless of what she does. And that's what, you know what I mean? I admire that about her. Don't tell her that.
You spell harmony, that's how you spell awesome.
But the stress of staying on top of things is no laughing matter.
According to a University of Toronto study, 40% of teenagers who participate in school sports suffer from high levels of stress and feelings of depression.
And Harmonie knows what it's like to have a breaking point.
It was a 3-hour practice during winter break, and we had a double practice. And I left during practice, and I came home crying to my mom, saying that I hate wrestling and I don't want to do it again. I just felt so exhausted because the day before that, we had a tournament at the paintball field, so I didn't get no sleep, and I just felt so overwhelmed and stressed out with everything.
I mean, I seen her dehydrated. I seen her so thin. I was saying, Harmonie, quit. And I could just see her mentally, physically, and her body was just deteriorating.
And it wasn't just last year.
I always feel so exhausted, and I want to do good in everything I do, so it's not like I'm just gonna mediocre it. I'm dying.
Every individual athlete or even student manages it. I think students, they do a multiplicity of things to manage stress in their life.
For student athletes in particular, one way to solve stress is to
de-stress, deflate at the end of the day, decompress. I think it's very important that people who live a fast-paced life, they have to make time for themselves somewhere, yeah?
I think for about 2 days I stood home to just sleep because I was drained and I feel like I couldn't move out of bed. All the time I get stressed out because of my schedule, but I always just sleep it off.
They should really try to talk to someone about it, talk to their parents or a teacher, counselor, and get some perspective on it.
If somebody's well organized and they know what's coming, that's gonna relieve stress too, yeah?
I feel like, high school is almost over, so everything's gonna pay off. I wanna be independent. I don't wanna be dependent on anybody else but myself.
Balancing it all as an adult won't be easy, but it's one goal this student is determined to meet, to achieve complete harmony.
So then what do I do after that?
This is Diamond Tuisano from Waianae High School for HIKI No.